Heroes of Greyhawk is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Welcome everybody to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name is Dave. I am so excited to be back here at the table with my friends. Really excited also to be hosting and spearheading our annual fundraising effort for No Kid Hungry. This is something we've been doing for a couple of years. As you probably know, hopefully you've been able to partake in the fun and get involved with the effort. If not, consider doing that this time around. We'd love to get your support. We can together fight hunger and make a difference in a lot of children's lives. So we hope that you will be part of that effort tonight. I want to introduce you to my friends. You know them as the yet to be named party of Heroes in Greyhawk. Someday. Hello, everybody. Welcome back, my friends.
I have a long list going one of these days.
Maybe we'll have to put it out to the community to vote. That would be interesting. But then you'll get like those weird names, you know, like when they do the snowplow in Minnesota naming competition.
Yeah,
you get,
we're going to be like Bodie McBoatface, the group.
We should have ultimate veto power, right?
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of checks and balances.
Yeah.
Gildy McGildface.
Extreme McScreenface.
Yeah.
Oh, those are all terrible options. But now they're out there in the world, so I'm sure they'll come back around to smack us right upside the head like a pile of hot dogs. There we go. Let's go around this table and introduce ourselves. Tell us who you are, anything you want to promote that you've got going on, and then tell us who you are playing in the Heroes of Greyhawk campaign. Tonight, I would like to start with Shelly.
Oh, hey, I don't know that I've ever started.
It's a big night.
Okay. I'm Shelly. You can find me as Flea Monkey on the chats and in other places, and Real Flea Monkey on Twitter. Tonight I am playing Nori Bibblespark, who now has her sword safely shunted into an extra dimensional space whenever she wants. She is ready to take the next step with this group. What does that mean? Who knows? We'll see.
Breaking femurs and doing shots.
Yep, and a lot of vomit.
Oh, wow. Let's move on from there. Let's jump over to Andy G3D. Hello, Andy. Welcome back, my friend.
Oh, how do you follow that up?
I don't know.
Hey,
Hopefully
what's
with a
up,
towel.
everybody?
My
My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D, here on Twitch and on Twitter. Sometimes I have a Twitter account.
You're on Twitter?
Has been confirmed. Yep. And on our Discord server, come over there and check us out. You can find me here on Tuesday nights playing Desmond Adelar in this game here tonight. Third level human rogue. Having fun, leaving a graveyard. I don't know. I'm really excited to get back into it.
Yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Certainly has for me. Let's jump over to Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter, and I am playing for you tonight Xanthi, the yellow-eyed girl who has totally normal eyes for a human, and who sometimes changes color when she passes out. And she's a sorcerer, so yay! That's what I got.
Yay! Well, glad to have you back. I missed you guys so much. Let's jump over to Christian. Hi, Christian.
Hey, the Bleak Season on Twitter. Here all week, every night, doing something or other. Basin tomorrow and Shade Song Thursday, and then some Lord of the Rings, which, by the way, I posted my review of it, but Lord of the Rings 5e is excellent. Look forward to playing that and trying that out with some people here on Saturday. You should check it out if you're into that kind of thing. And I am playing tonight as every other, as with every Tuesday night. Lachlan Feldspar, third level Tempest Cleric, the most electrifying man in all of Nope. And I have to say, for all the trouble that we put in finding that sword, just seeing it disappear was a little,
Traumatized?
Don't say
Yeah.
underwhelming.
well,
It's like,
Yeah.
wow, we did all that, and you can pull a magic trick, appear,
Yeah.
disappear.
yeah. I mean, I could have made the sword disappeared anyways, but whatever, we found it. And, let's raise some money for some kids, get some people some food, because food good, especially for kids.
Thank you, Bleak, for being here. My friend, it's good to have you back. It's really great to see all your faces. I am super excited about jumping into this game with the added benefit of also raising funds for No Kid Hungry. We have, as I'm going to put up on the screen here, an awesome team of folks that are helping to push this effort over the next 2 weeks, including Phoenix Iwaki, the Wanderers Haven. We've got giveaways from Free League Games and CZRPG. I'll post a little bit about the CZRPG giveaway, but we will have giveaways every night through the next 2 weeks. So you'll have an opportunity to get involved with that. We'll be giving away some of the Lord of the Rings 5th edition games on Saturday, which is going to be cool. So make sure you stop by for that. We'll have a bunch of different giveaways. So just an extra incentive for you to hang out with us, but also we have some incentives for donations, such as the ones that you see on the board here, including some random monster drops, some healing potions, critical hits. So if you want to make a difference in some children's lives and really mess with our gameplay, that's how you do it. You donate using that QR code. I'm going to drop a link right now into the chat so you can find a link to the donation page. There it is right there.
Is it true what I heard, Dave?
What did you hear?
That if we go above the our goal, that you and John are going to have a dance off on stream?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
maybe, I don't know. I didn't hear that. If that's the rumor,
that's what's going on the webs. That's what they're talking about everywhere.
Everybody's talking about that.
Everybody.
Man, it's really hard to have a dance off when you can only
David
see
Diet. Yeah, there's that.
this much of somebody.
Oh, you just wait, Ashley. I'm gonna go wide angle. Wait till I go wide angle. I'm serious. All right, you know what? I know you're just bullshitting and making that up, Bleak, but I'll agree to it. Dance off. It's happening. Phoenix and DM Dave.
Sounds like a challenge. Yeah.
Yep. So let's do it.
Phoenix is in Japan going, damn you, Bleak, my hip.
I have a feeling that Phoenix can really cut a rug. I
think Phoenix is younger than I am, actually. When it was his birthday the other day.
That doesn't take much.
Got cold in here all of a sudden.
Yeah. Got old in here all of a sudden.
Cold and old. Warm. I'm sweating. Oh, yeah. There it is. All right. Enough is enough. You guys, seriously, if you want to get in on helping kids, this is how you do it. We'll be monitoring our donation page. So if you want to donate advantages or healing potions to advantages to the players or to me, you can do so through the wonderful magic of the interwebs. I also wanted to make sure that you're aware of our giveaway. So we do have from CZRPG a giveaway tonight. Type in !drawing to be entered to win. Let me just double check to make sure that is active. It is active. We're going to be giving away Amazing Encounters and Places, a digital version of this thing. This is a 304-page PDF with locations, lore, in 56 encounters. Is that true? Can somebody fact check that for me? 38 custom art pieces. Andy, is this, you counted each one. There was actually 38. Andy gave this list to me. 66 stat blocks. Wow, there's a lot in this thing. We're going to give it away at the end of tonight's game. All you need to do is type !drawing to get in on the action. And I see Matenmo. I'm probably totally butchering whatever that awesome handle is, but you're in. Good luck. Insomnia Night RPG is here. Hello, welcome. We are doing our fundraiser tonight for No Kid Hungry, kicking it off with some Greyhawk. So please check it out and help to raise some funds to feed some kids. Do we have any other announcements? I feel like I haven't done this for 2 weeks. Has it been that long? Shelly, are we missing anything?
Nope, you're good.
I'm always worried I'm going to forget something. Hi, Rennie. We didn't forget that you were going to show up. Good to see you. All right, let's do this. We're going to dive into
You
a
just
recap.
got called out by John, by the way, in the chat.
Limber up, youngster. You're on. Okay. Okay. Dude, I've been working out. I've been hiking. I've been twisting and shouting. All right, here we go.
That's part of it.
Enough shit talking.
Oh gosh, this music.
What music? I don't have any music on, Ashley. What are you talking about?
Oh man.
Look behind you.
Shelly, don't do that. That's so scary. All right, you guys. In our last session, that was 2 weeks ago, the party continued to sleuth about Nulb's dock district. Ooh, that's hard to say. Looking for information to help them in their quests. Lachlan discovered that many people with varying levels of suspicion had been moving through the small port town in recent days and weeks. Some of them traveling willingly, some others less so. Some adventures he learned had also passed through recently, perhaps heading out to the old temple ruins to the southeast. An area said to be plagued by a menacing griffin and strange skin disease. Xanthi inquired about the nature of special cargoes continuing through town. With her deft persuasion and bubbly personality, she discovered that many of the goods trafficked through town, rare gems, weapons of quality, even human cargo, continued east on small barges up the Imrides Run to a small town named Twilight Falls. She also learned that the whole operation was being led by a riverboat boss named Talib and his first mate, Squint. Desmond jumped into work amongst the laborers, inquiring about the missing half-elf druid named Shiral and Jack, his long-lost brother, who Des hoped to track down. Met by a bit of cold shoulder from the dock workers and a warning, some might call it a threat, I don't know, to mind his own business, Desmond managed to learn that Shiral had been sent up the river to Twilight Falls. Nori discovered the whereabouts of Havrin Kent, her sole purpose for traveling to Nulb, something that she had just recalled after the fog of amnesia was lifted. But alas, old Havrin was taking a dirt nap out at the old cemetery out in the Glassfolk Marsh. That didn't deter Nori and the crew from heading out to investigate and seek out the gravesite. But first, you attended a raucous concert. A real humdinger at the waterside. Gideon and the boys with special guest Nori Bibblespark. The show was great. The crowd was lively. Desmond won some coin playing dice with the locals. Xanthi inquired about upriver travel, getting the name of a red-headed riverboat pilot named Lucille. With keen observation, Lachlan noticed that a handful of the heavies that they had seen at the docks earlier in the day appeared to have more than a passing interest in Desmond. And attempting to draw out any ill will, the party tried to set a trap for a possible ambush, but they were met only with another warning to quit asking so many damn questions. Mind your own damn business. Next day, you trudged across the Glassfolk Marsh, where you engaged with a brief conversation with the leech collector before continuing on up to the old cemetery where Nori fought a ghost warrior and participated in an arcane ritual to solidify a pact with her patron. And my friends, now, this is where we pick up tonight's story as you have made your way back to town, trudging through the wet Glassfolk Marsh, leaving behind a perhaps restful now Havrin Kent spirit. You've made your way past the old leech collector's hut, wisps of smoke coming out of the chimney. You can hear a dog barking inside. Pass by unnoticed, and now find yourself on firmer ground on the streets of Nulb. What would you like to do now that you're back in town?
Well, I still have all these leeches in my pocket.
What are you holding on to those for?
Well, I thought we were going to go over to see Mother Scrang. The herbalist in town that we found out about, and then I thought maybe we could trade her for some like coupons or something, like a discount on the curses. Discount curse removal.
How many curses are we talking here? I mean, I don't know what the conversion rate is, leeches to curse removal, but I mean, you said curses plural?
I'm willing to bet it's more expensive than that. I don't know how much a leech goes for around here.
I mean, I don't know. I guess that guy, he like built his house on leech money, so it worked pretty good for him.
Yeah, but I think he's making up for it in like volume of leeches.
Maybe.
Did you see how many
Yeah.
were on his legs?
Yeah, that's dedication.
There were hundreds.
That can't be sustainable.
He looks pretty lightheaded.
The thing I don't understand is, where did the sword go? Like, do you have like a hidden compartment? I don't understand.
No. It goes into another space. Nobody can take it. That's what I'm led to believe.
But someone took
anyway.
it, so I didn't. If no one can take it, how did someone take it the first time away from you?
That's the whole reason. No, that's the whole reason I had to do this, because I couldn't do this before. But now I can. Now it's always going to just be in that space until, like, we're fighting.
Can you do that with, like, something else, like food, a bar of soap, a live chicken?
I don't think so.
Would that be
no.
your like road bacon pouch?
That would be a cool thing if we're hungry and traveling and we need eggs or chicken, but I think it's really just my blade.
Seems limited.
It seems great. I don't know why you're talking like this about this amazing thing that happened. Look,
It's
it.
pretty
I'll have
cool.
it come out again.
Whoa.
I'll have it go away.
Yeah,
Cool.
that is pretty cool.
I can
I
do
mean-
this whenever now.
It's pretty badass.
Watch where you're
Seems worth
vamping
it.
that.
Yeah.
I did it this way. Here, watch this. I'll do it again. I'll point it like just to the side.
Oh, that's better.
Looks pretty cool.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming. I mean, this means a lot to me.
I did want to say, what was the deal with that weird speech about the Lady of Shadow and like, I didn't catch a lot because I don't really speak Elvish.
Well, I gotta say, I didn't really hear a lot of it the first time because, my brother had just died and I wasn't hearing a lot. I did agree to it though. This time I
Yeah.
heard a little more and, well, I guess she is gonna help me. I really don't want to think too much about
It sounded
It-
a little creepy though. Like I don't know, just the vibe of it sounded like, culty a little.
I
Well,
mean,
it's making me a better fighter, and I'm going to help root out the evil.
Okay, I mean, like it seemed to be a really cool trade for whatever you gave it.
seems like there's a lot of different people in this group that have sort of like convinced themselves that these creepy things that they're carrying around are going to be used for good. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like,
They are.
Dez's sword that steals souls, but is like really good at killing people.
All right, it's not a sword. First of all, it's not a sword. It's a
You're right.
dagger,
It's
and
smaller.
we don't know that it steals souls. That hasn't been proven.
Well, and now that my secret is out, and you know that I can hear dead people, I think it was your dagger that I heard when I was over you.
Wait, you can hear dead people?
Sometimes.
Is that what you just said?
Yes. Well, okay. It's very rare, but they do sometimes say stuff to me. It's her. It's her.
You're a
Who-
ghost whisperer.
Who's her exactly? Like,
I don't
You
want
know.
to think about it. She's
But
helping
you
me
kind of
do
have
these
to
things.
because she seems pretty intrinsically tied to you. So
She's having me do some things on occasion. It's nothing terrible.
what kind of things?
It's nothing. Sometimes I have to bring an herb to somebody or make sure this person gets here. No, nobody gets hurt ever
Mm-hmm.
that I'm aware of.
Nobody gets hurt with your sword. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Sounds
I'm
no.
confused.
sounds a little
There's a lot of
off the
trust
beaten
there.
path.
Let's talk about the dagger again.
Oh no, the
Maybe-
dagger's way out in left field. We know that already.
That thing's
There's
cursed as
no
hell.
need to discuss the dagger. The dagger is fucking wrong, and we need to get rid of it. So we
Look,
don't need to discuss it.
bottom line is, Nori, you have faith that you can use this creepy relationship that you have with some phantom woman for good, and Desmond has somehow convinced himself that he can use this cursed dagger, like, for good. And then Lachlan's got some strange, like, storm god thing that is supposedly going to help do good stuff too. And
And I changed
never done
color.
anything but
and we don't even know
saved
what
our bacon.
what's going on with Xanthi yet.
I don't want to be left out.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm the
wow.
only like normal person in the group.
Spug, we need to get you a problem. You need
I don't.
Whoa.
I'm
you're
good.
much
I
too
don't have a
carefree.
problem.
Well, I mean, he still is looking for his book. I mean, we got him a
That's
new
true,
one, which
yeah.
is pretty good.
That's
but he
my-
did get stolen from.
My big problem is a lost book. It doesn't
Also-
quite. It's not quite on the same level, but it's something.
We'll
I don't
work
have a
on it.
problem. Like
He can stop
my
anytime he wants to.
my thing with my guy has done nothing but save our bacon over and over and over again, demonstrably so. So I wouldn't put that in the same category as a soul-sucking dagger and a patron who talks to the dead and asks you to do things. Like, it's not. We're not even talking apples and oranges here. We're kind of talking like apple and goat milk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you know what? We don't know that me changing color is a curse. It could be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are animals that do that. I mean, maybe it's protection. Maybe something was happening to you.
But
when you
why
change
would-
color,
I mean, wouldn't I have
Like
changed like
danger.
a good color that blended into the floor or something? If it was a, like hide in my surroundings.
maybe it's more of like maybe you're more protected. Maybe gold means you're,
Gold is the squishiest of metals.
That's
Not
true.
as
Also the
squishy.
most valuable.
Not as
it's
squishy
a
as
very
all those
special
leech in your
color.
pants.
Is that what happened? You
God,
turned
you-
gold?
Wait, what?
Is that what happened? You turned gold?
Lachlan said I turned gold.
Hmm.
I don't know what that is. Have you heard of anybody who turns gold?
I don't think so. TM, have I heard of anybody that's turned gold before?
No.
No. No, definitely not.
That's weird. See, I'm weird too.
Right.
Well,
Raw.
weird is interesting and fun. And speaking of fun, we're almost to the tavern. Are we? Nori, do you have a gig tonight, or what's the plan for this evening? I'm hungry.
I didn't plan anything. I didn't know what was gonna happen out in the graveyard. I will do whatever you guys want to do at this point.
Well, we were gone a lot longer than I think we anticipated.
It's a long walk. I'm really sorry. I didn't know.
No, we did get
it's
lost.
alright.
Pretty
We
bad.
got lost.
Lachlan got all those leeches on him too that we had to stop and take off
I mean, I suppose we
a couple
could.
times.
Well, there's a couple of things we want to do. Like, we want to go to Mother Scrangs, but if she's an old lady, she is not gonna wanna us knocking on her door in the middle of the night. She's gonna wake up at the crack of dawn like all the other little old ladies. So maybe we should go in the morning. And the other one is there is a riverboat captain or owner named Lucille who like maybe would let us charter her boat to go pursue Sharal. But again, like she probably is not going to want us to bother her in the middle of the night. We should bother her tomorrow. And then option number 3, we could go on a super secret ninja mission to find out what the secret cargo is in the middle of the night. Huh?
I have to admit, I am a little curious.
I'm a little emotionally spent, but I think that sounds pretty great.
Okay, well, let's. Sorry to be the voice of reason again, but we're here to do primarily one thing, which is find Sharal. Anything else we do adds chances to the fact that we may not find Sharal. So if we go gallivanting around looking in the docks or in, warehouses, things of that nature that are guarded by thugs, our chances of not finding Sharal kind of increase exponentially. And so I'm just wondering if it wouldn't just not be better to not go gallivanting and, just get some rest and then go do what we're supposed to be doing.
But Lachlan,
Yo.
what if the special cargo is people?
Well, look, first of all,
these guys are assholes.
Yeah, so if the special cargo is people, right, I'm sure Sharal will know about it. And then once we found Sharal, then we can come back here and then it's less of a risk. At least we found Sharal.
Also, it sounds like she also was special cargo.
So she might know about it, right?
Well, I mean, obviously one would know if they were sold as an item. I'm just saying that we could possibly, like do a jailbreak of, whoever is captured here. But really what I would love to have is I would love to have an escape route, like chartering that boat with the other riverboat captain to leave quickly, after some shit goes down.
Well, look, the other thing I want to say is this. Let's say we do go there. And let's say we do find a whole bunch of people cargo. And let's say we liberate them. This town is full of these bad people. What are we going to do with all these people we've liberated?
I would think it would still be preferable than where they're headed, probably.
Well, what if we stole their ship? And all the people, and then we sailed it away.
Yeah, you know how to sail, don't you? Lachlan, you're like a sailor.
That's right, he's a sailor.
Yeah, that
We're
doesn't
more
change.
prepared for this than I thought.
And I could be a deck wizard.
And that doesn't change the fact that there's a lot more of them than us, and they have a lot more boats than we do. And well, they're not going to take it very kindly. I'm just saying that, maybe we want to be a bit more tactical in our decision-making process because we don't have the best track record in getting involved in this kind of stuff. So I want to help people as much as the rest of you. I definitely do, but I'm thinking maybe we be a little bit tactical where we go and do the Sharal thing, because then if we find Sharal, that's one person we have to worry about and not however many. Plus, we're not going to piss off a whole bunch of pirates. And then once that's done, once our primary thing is done, right, then we come back. And then, we do what we got to do. And if we get caught, we get caught. And then that's just the business. But I'm just trying to be tactical about it because all I'm thinking is that there's a higher chance of a clusterfuck on this one than the other one. And so if we do this one first, we might not get to do either of them.
I'm pretty convinced that you can do
around
that. You guys can do pretty much anything after what I saw you do in Hamlet fighting off the knoll attack. That was pretty great.
What do we know about Twilight Falls? Would Des be familiar with the town at all, or this place?
Possibly.
being taken to?
Give me a history check.
Hey. Probably not too good. 10.
Okay. I would say you know that it is a small wayside station kind of town, not much to it, and it's on the high road between Nulb and Sobinuich. So let me see if I can bring up the map here.
Yeah, so on the map, is that like north on the map or south on the map? I was gonna ask.
That is east. Let's
Came from the
see.
north, right? I mean, that was our intel.
I'm looking for my.
Need the further away map.
Oh yeah, I do need the further away map. Let's see. It is quite a distance from, if you were to take the road from Nulb to Twilight Falls, it would probably take you a week of travel. Probably more like 3 days roughly by barge, depending on conditions. There are a set of falls there. That's why it's called Twilight Falls. And it's to the east. That's about all you know. You probably wouldn't know a whole lot about it. It's kind of far away, and I don't think you've traveled that way before. You've mostly traveled between Hamlet and Verbo. And mostly by land, I think, I would guess.
Well, the way I see it is the guys here and the people in Twilight Falls are part of the same operation, right?
It sounds like.
I mean, it kind of sounds like everybody's part of the operation.
I mean, I suppose, like, if you think it's a really bad idea to try to interrupt it here, I mean, they're going to be taking them downstream anyway to, like, give them to someone else. And so if we go to, like, the source of that, we could stop everything, and I guess they would eventually bring those people to us if we, stop the operation there.
I'm saying I'm game to take care of this. I'm just saying we have to do it in a safer order.
You know what we totally forgot about, Lachlan, is your good friend Carson, the fishmonger. You said you'd pay him money for intel.
Yeah, well, I got to give him time to gather it. I figured tomorrow morning I'd go by and see what he's got.
Well, it's already been a whole day, because it took us a whole day to get to the graveyard.
Yeah, that was yesterday when you guys worked down at the docks and made some money and made some friends.
Ate some
kind
fish.
of.
Yeah, we can go see him.
Probably really like to see you.
I mean, probably would.
You guys are acting like you've never seen a dwarf and a fishmonger flirt before.
Lachlan, I've never seen you flirt with anyone before.
Was that really flirting?
Oh.
I played those slow jam bird noises just for you guys. It didn't happen. I tried to help.
You can't force these things.
No.
That's true.
Tried to make the atmosphere more conducive, but you're right. Happens when it happens.
Just play it cool, okay?
When you spend months out on the ship at sea, you get very close to the people you share the ship with, and there comes a time when, things that perhaps would not have attracted your attention before start to become more pleasing to the eye.
Lachlan, we're just happy for you. I mean, get it while you can.
You know,
Right. Nob seems like a good place for that.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's definitely a very swinging vibe happening around here.
If
There's
it's gonna
talk of a
happen, it's gonna
rash.
happen here.
Oh,
And the
There's
rash.
talk of a rash going around. I don't know. Anyways, is this guy out? Are we back in town yet?
yeah. There's the inn right there.
All right. Are we going? Is it late? Are we going to the inn?
It looks like it's about. What would you say, Lachlan? About almost dinner time.
looks to be about dinner time.
Sun's going down, huh?
And this town's probably not the only thing going down.
Do we
Let's
we
be
know where-
real.
do we know where this Mother Scrang is, anyways, or do we have to ask around?
Oh, we should ask around. I don't think we got an actual location. Just that she's here in town.
So how about Xanthi and somebody else go and see old Mother Hubbard, and somebody else come with me, and I'll go see the fishmonger, and then we'll all hook up back at the tavern for some dinner.
Lachlan, I will come with you and play some bird music in the background.
Okay,
Maybe
just
I
don't
can
pull out your
swing the
sword
vibe.
like, you know,
I won't. No, I won't. I would never do that
because
in this scenario.
yeah, there's a time and place to sort of, suddenly pulling out your sword, and in the
Is
middle
this
of an
it?
interaction
this-
with a fishmonger and a dwarf is not the time to just randomly pull out your sword. You gotta have a bit of decorum,
I would never. I have
Mhm.
decorum. I have decorum.
Don't polish your sword in public.
That's right.
Well, I mean, I did
That's what
that
we learned.
before.
Right, do it in your room like everyone else.
That's right.
Um,
Well, except unless you're on a boat, then your room is everybody's room.
Yeah, we're all sharing a room right now.
All right, I'm off to see the
Well.
fishmonger.
Great.
Okay. Are you gonna go by
That's-
yourself?
No, I'm
I think,
coming with the bird. I'm gonna play some music in the background.
I think
Oh,
Bibble's
some-
coming with.
Some smooth jazz.
yeah, like some sexy saxophone music.
Bird tweeting style.
All right, so Lachlan and Nori are going to go see Carson, and Dez and Xanthi are going to do what? Go see Scrang?
Yeah, go look for Scrang.
Just, I guess, to see if she's open or not, or where she is located, at the very least.
Okay, I like it. All right, so let's start with the Nori and Lachlan expedition over to see Carson. You make your way over towards the docks district, taking a shortcut between some of the hovels, and there he is, good old Carson, sitting on a bucket, cleaning fish and crabs and minding his own business. He's got his toothpick in his mouth, and as he looks up, notices you come, and he switches the toothpick to the other side of his mouth. Looks up. Well,
Hey,
I didn't know if I was going to see you today. Pretty happy,
said
though.
I'd come by.
Yeah? How's your stay in Null been so far?
Strange place, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Hey,
It's a
I
lot
missed
of,
you at the show last night.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot going on. There's a lot of different facets to what we're doing here. A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Couple of what have yous.
Yeah, some what fors. And we had to get up early to go in the graveyard. It's just a weird scene. There's a guy with leeches all over his. Anyways, look, it's just the scene here is just kind of the vibes kind of weird. But
Leechmonger's he's not so bad. He's a little different, but makes an honest living, as best I can tell.
Oh yeah. He seemed fine. On that level, he certainly built something for himself out there.
Yeah, that old shack. Hey, so I've been keeping my eyes and ears open for you as you asked.
Anything of interest, sort of?
Yeah, I didn't hear much about anything too exciting other than that there's something that arrived in town. It's being under pretty substantial watch down at the docks. Down in old, well, I don't know for sure. It might be in McKinty's office down there, right? That building over there by the docks. Or possibly in one of Talib's warehouses.
Oh, is this something that was carried in, or is this something that walked of its own volition?
Well, from what I gather, it was carried in. A couple of boys found it down south and hiked it on up. And here it lays.
Ask you a question.
Yeah, sure. I'm a Scorpio. What?
What would you say on a scale from Nori here to
Oh, hey, I didn't even notice you there. Hey,
a rampaging band of gnolls? How dangerous would you say, and how ill-tempered would you say these two dudes are?
I would say they're about as ill-tempered as a bunch of raiders coming in from Blue Box RPG.
Yeah, Blue Box.
Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in, my friends. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are in Nulb investigating a missing druid, among other things. We're also raising money for No Kid Hungry, you guys. If you are at all interested in learning more about this awesome charity, highly recommend you go over and check them out. I'm going to drop a link into the chat. You can go check out the donation page and learn a little bit about them. They help to facilitate organizations that are feeding kids across the United States. Really important. And we're having a good time raising funds this week and next week in all of our games. So thanks for being here. We also have a giveaway. And now I'm going to get back to the game. All right. So you're asking about how dangerous
and ill-tempered they would be at.
The organized group
Colab
and
here.
What's his face? Yeah, Squint. Yeah.
Squint, yeah.
They're not to be trifled with, as far as I can tell. They kind of run everything around here. In fact, well, I provide them with information from time to time. And, well, they pay me off a little bit here and there to keep an eye on things.
And what are you planning on telling them about us?
Oh. I haven't decided yet, I guess. What would you like me to tell them about?
I start playing the bird noises.
The sexy bird noises?
Yep, and I kind of back off just a little bit.
To
Try
be
to make myself inconspicuous.
To be honest, and then I stop and I look at Nori. Check that out. To be honest, I mean, you're going to tell them what you're going to tell them. What do you want me to tell you? We're looking to make some business, and they seem to be the prime movers and shakers. So if they expect to, go incognito in a town like this doing what they do, then, they're not as smart as one would think. So I'm just saying, I think
let's put it this way, my friend. If I told them about every single group of travelers that came through town, I'd be busy, and I'd never shut the hell up. This is a crossroads town. There's people coming through all the time. As long as you don't stir up trouble, I can't imagine they'd even notice you're around. You're not asking too many questions. You're not digging too deep into anybody's business. I'm sure you're fine. You might want to rein in your old, your pal there, that human fella. There's been some folks, getting a little, how should I say, agitated with some of the inquiry.
Yeah, he's not what you would call very subtle. He's young though, you know. Well, no, he's not young. Sorry. He's
He's as
young at
old as
heart.
the hills. At least
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
but
it.
he's young at the heart. Like he's had a difficult upbringing. He was kept for a very long time, chained into in the basement of an orphanage, and the orphanage closed and everyone moved out and they forgot him there. So he spent like a good 15, 20 years of his life just kind of going feral,
This
alone
was
down there until we found the other girl we hang out with, the one with the weird eyes
this
and the
was a
goggles.
non-consensual kind of chain.
Yeah, this was a
That's no good. That's no
yeah.
good at all. That
No,
says a
no,
lot.
you know.
That says a lot about the poor fella. Yes,
Well, he was
indeed.
lucky that Xanthi came around and she freed him. You know, she's like some sort of ancient goddess of something or other, and she takes pity on those poor fools like him, and she just sort of blinked her weird eyes, and the chain dissolved, and then he swore undying fealty to her. And
Is he
beautiful
always
story.
this full of shit?
This is news to me, but I've only been with the group for a little bit. I would believe him 100%. And
But she's pretty gullible, isn't she?
I start doing some kind of like minor illusion, more sound, more kind of like crashing waves and a little bit of wind, just trying to take the tension, if there is any, in Carson's head down to a more gullible, calm level. Maybe like my own.
Give me a performance check. Well, look, I'm willing to keep my eyes and ears open for you for another day, but it's going to cost you. I got to make some cash here. So if you don't mind paying up for the information.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember what I said I'd pay him though, but I'll pay him.
I rolled a 13.
13 on the performance check? All right.
I don't remember what I said I'd pay him. It was a long time ago.
That was like weeks
gold.
ago in the real world. I think it was 5 gold, yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll toss him 5. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
You going to be over at the tavern later? Maybe I'll stop by. We can chat a little more about
maybe.
some of this weird shit you're talking about. It's got me very, very interested.
All right. Sounds good.
Charity.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hey, thank you, Armin, for that. A DM advantage. Thank you so much. All right.
Damn you, Armin.
And
you
thanks
and your
for
news.
helping to provide some assistance to this awesome charity. No Kid Hungry is really, really cool. And they do a lot of good work. And you are helping them out by getting involved and helping us out. So thank you.
Helping them out by making our lives more miserable.
For
Yep.
charity.
For charity.
It's for
so it's okay.
charity. It's for the kids. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it.
We,
All right.
we once all died horrifically by
That's true.
Tarask.
I do
For
not
charity.
have a Tarask. There's no Tarask on this menu. As you can see, I left the Tarask off for this game. Might come out in a different game. We'll see.
By the way, if Carson wants to, get jiggy with me, he's gonna have to donate to charity. So just so you know.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you can be bought, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right. So is there anything else you want? Do you want to hire Carson to continue to? Hey, thank you so much for the advantage. Death. Okay.
Thank you.
PC advantage. Let us know who you'd like that to go to. I think you gave it to the Nightcrawlers game, which is coming up. I don't know when that is actually. I think that's one of Jeremy's games.
Oh yeah, that's the
Over at our partners over at the Wanderers Haven. Anyhow.
Hey, thanks for the advantage.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so do you want to hire? I'm getting sidetracked with all this great donation stuff.
I'll
want
pay
to
him
hire
what I
him?
owe him for tonight, and I'll tell him that if he's got some more good info tomorrow, I'll lay out some more on him.
Perfect. Hey, thanks for the hype train, you guys. Appreciate it. This is great. I'm like, what is it? A cat with like something shiny? Oh, on every screen I've got something shiny popping up. Ah! All right, so let's jump over to
Renreb. Thank you very much.
Renreb coming in hot.
Ayo.
Holy cats. Thank you so much, you guys.
Holy moly.
Please do not forget that we are a gaming for charity. If you guys want to also get involved with that, I'm going to put some more information on the screen for you. Go check out the landing page. There's the link. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to try to focus here. This is very difficult tonight. Focus. All right, so we'll jump over to Xanthi and Desmond. You're going to go see if you can track down old Scrang. It's not hard. You ask for directions, and begrudgingly someone gives you directions to Scrang's location. So you're able to find their little shack. And yeah, it's nestled down this narrow lane. It's a turf building with a dilapidated frame, and there's a sign. It has like an image of a mortar and pestle, which sort of gives you a hint that you're there. You made it to the herbalist shop. And the door is currently closed, but there is a flicker of lantern light from inside.
Do you think she's still open?
Oh, I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Okay. Xanthi will walk up and knock on the door. Hello? Is anyone there?
You wait for a minute, and then you hear someone yell from inside. The door's unlocked! Come on in!
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were eating dinner or anything. So I didn't want to intrude, but... And she'll open up the door and walk on in.
You open the door and walk in, and inside you see counters and shelves that are filled with jars and flasks and bottles and boxes and small drawers. And it looks like each of them is like bulging with herbs, and there are racks with plants being dried, vegetation of all sorts hanging from the rafters and tossed onto the countertops. There are concoctions and infusions and things bubbling on small little magically induced burners. It's just a haphazard array of alchemical and herbalists type tools and implements. And you can see that there's this venerable old woman with scraggly gray locks that's her hair just kind of sticks out from beneath this sort of hooded shawl, and she hobbles about behind the counter, not really paying a whole lot of attention to you. There's another woman that's slightly less aged that is toddling about the shop, mixing herbs together in unguents and salves and balms. And the older of the two women just kind of says, "What is it that you need? How can we help you?"
I'm looking for Mother Scrang.
Yeah, you found her. Hello.
Hi, I'm Xanthi. And she'll like pull up her goggles.
Yes.
I can't see with those things on. So I was looking for maybe something that could lift a curse. Do you have anything like that?
Curses. Lifting curses, you say? Well, Huda, yeah, ever heard of the curses? No, Mother. Curses? What kind of curses? What kind of curses, she says.
Oh, hold on. And she'll turn around and grab Des and just push him forward.
Oh, those kind of curses.
You see, like, he's not supposed to be so old.
I'm really
What's wrong
20 years
with
old.
being old?
Well, he lost
Well, I
like
keep
20
asking.
years.
You don't say. 20 whole years. How'd you gain this curse?
I had a bit of a run-in with a ghost.
A ghost? What
Right.
kind of ghost?
Dirty old farmer.
He was murdered. And he was super angry at anyone who came by. And even though we made sure he got buried properly, he didn't lift his curse.
I'm still kind
Buried?
of angry with him.
He should be.
Where was he buried?
Well, at a church, in Hamlet.
Ah, you're from Hamlet, are you? Oh,
Well-
Tell us
We're
what
not,
news.
but that's
Wh-
where we were when he got cursed.
What news from Hamlet?
Oh, so Knowles came by and they killed a lot of people.
Half the town
recently.
got attacked. Have
Real
you ever-
quick, I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second
Yeah,
and just
what's
thank
going
Damn
on?
Weirdo. Thank you so much for gift subs and donations that are coming in to the fundraiser, you guys. Thank you
Nice.
so much for helping us do good things in this world. The gaming community, especially around Greyhawk, I would say in particular, but in general, is so damn supportive of these types of efforts. So thank you very much for getting involved. I'll drop the link again in the chat for folks if you want to go check out what we have going on for our fundraiser for No Kid Hungry.
And someone was asking if they could use PayPal, and I do believe they can if they follow the link, right?
Yes, you can. If you go to that link that I just posted, it will up in the upper right-hand corner have a green donate button, and you can donate with PayPal or a credit card. So yes, please go check that out. I just dropped the link in the chat. Sorry, go ahead, Desmond.
I forgot what I was saying.
Shit. That's
What
okay.
happened in Hamlet?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
what news from Hamlet?
The town was attacked by gnolls and other bad things. you ever
Mostly
had
Knowles at that time. And
Have you had any problems like that here?
No, we haven't. But, what? Is everyone okay in Hamlet? Were there any?
no, a lot of people died. You know, so we left right
Nevitz?
after that happened. Oh, he was still alive when we left. I healed him
Mhm.
briefly, and he seemed to be still kicking.
What of Jeru?
Jeru was injured.
He was in a
Horribly.
real
Thanks,
bad
Vamp.
way. We left.
He wasn't doing well.
Mm-mm.
What happened to him? Killed? He almost killed by gnolls?
No, there was some other like nasty creature that attacked at the same time, like something fire base. It was real bad.
Did you hear that, Truda? An elemental.
That's the word. That's
Quit
it.
asking so many questions, mother.
Yeah, they don't like questions around here, do they? Trying to find that out.
Someone came by to tell us to stop asking questions.
Well,
which
it's a
was
good
really
advice.
suspicious,
That's
honestly.
Makes me think they're scared of something.
well. What do you think it could be?
Scared of people asking too many questions.
Well, why are you asking so many questions? You here to
I'm
get
just
into
trying to find
trouble?
out. I'm just looking for some people that I know.
Yeah, maybe we can
wanted to
help you
say
find them. Who are you
hi
looking
to some
for?
people.
Oh, do you know a woman
Mother,
named Cheryl?
quit prying so much. That's fine. I'll help him.
Do you know a woman named Cheryl?
Sure, all you say.
Yeah, we heard that she like lived around here, and we were sent with a message from her friend in Hamlet. And
What
we
message?
can't find her. Well, it's not for you.
Privates. Quit prying, mother. Trying to help. Well, curses and messages and questions, yes?
Right.
Well, let's see. We have a tonic for something of that nature, don't we, Huda? Yes, I'm sure we do.
A tonic for messages?
Well, messages and curses.
Oh, I would never have put those two together.
Well, they're quite connected. In general, a curse could be, well, interpreted as a message. A message could be interpreted as a curse in some circumstances.
Oh, that is true. Sometimes you just don't want to hear from people.
That's right. Well, let's see. Let me prepare something for you. Tell me more of what happened in Hamlet. And she turns around and she starts like sifting through cabinets and pulling things down and grinding them up. Yes, tell me more. She's grinding up the leaves and
There was a big explosion at the Burns Badger's place, and like half the tower fell down. And I know it's real bad, and
I bet old Byrne wasn't too happy about that.
No, he's quite burned about it.
Mm.
Oh, she didn't laugh
Oh
at
my
that,
gosh,
did
thanks,
she?
guys. Ah!
Tough room.
Is this thing on?
She comes back and she takes what she ground up and she pours it into a little cauldron that's bubbling with water and she stirs it up. Yes. So yeah, you're looking for someone named Chiral. Okay, you've got a secret message and you're asking all kinds of questions.
Well, not all kinds of questions, but we just, like, we thought it would be easier to find our friends here, and they're not here.
That's a damn shame.
There is one other person I'm looking for. His name's Jack. Do you know a Jack? He'd be a young man, like a teenager, really.
Teenage boy named Jack? There are a dime a dozen around here. Jack.
You mean there's
Jack.
more than one?
Well, I don't know, actually. Mother, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Let him be. Give him the tonic and send him away. It's time to close.
I think Jack's a really unusual name. I mean, it's not like Xanthi or anything.
Xanthi, you say? That's an interesting name. Is that your name, child?
Yes? I mean, I said it when I introduced myself, too. Yes, I'm Xanthi. I'm from the free city of Greyhawk. Nice to
Ooh,
meet
look
you.
at this. Ruda, look at this beautiful bracelet. She looks down and she, like, reaches for your hand.
Oh, do you know a jeweler? Because, it recently got damaged and it's got a crack running through it now. And I was thinking about stopping by somewhere, but, like I've only found the oddities place and the armory place, and I haven't really found any place that does jewelry.
I don't think so. Is it broken?
Well, I don't think it's broken. I mean, it's still, like, still on my wrist. But, like, and I point out the crack, like, that's got to be good.
No, not at all.
And, I've had it forever, so, I should probably get it taken care of. Do you know of any jewelers or anyone who could fix, and I think it might have an enchantment on it, or something?
Not here in Nulb, dear, but perhaps you could take it to Verbo City or some other place where there's people who can deal with these types of enchanted pieces of jewelry. Now, let's see. Let me just see here. We're getting close. There's something we're missing. Oh my. You can see she's sort of like looking about, trying to find something. She can't find an ingredient, maybe. She keeps looking about.
Oh, do you need any leeches? Because I have 4.
Yeah. Yes, one leech would be good.
She just takes them out and just flops them on the counter.
She picks one up and she throws it into the concoction and starts bubbling.
Oh, see? Look, it was useful.
Let's see here. Well, this is a bit out of my realm. We're missing a key ingredient. Well, what in the world?
What are you looking for?
Well,
What do you need?
it is a special leaf that, well, could be very useful for lifting curses. Oh my goodness.
Leaf.
Oh my, this is not good. It will not be complete, the tonic. Mother, you don't have it. You can't lift a curse with a tonic. I'm sure it can be done.
Going on.
They're missing an ingredient.
They don't sound too certain they can do it.
Well, we haven't met anybody else who knows how to do it. And I trust her. If she says that she can lift a curse, she can. I mean, she probably can, right?
I guess it's worth a shot. Do you sell any other potions?
Well, we do have some ointments, if that's what you need.
Nothing like healing potions.
Healing potions? Well, yes, actually, we do have something that could help you out quite a bit. Let me see. Herda, get the ointment. Yes, mother. She kind of, the younger one who's still old, kind of hobbles over to a cabinet, and she's opening the cabinets and looking up high, and then she's looking up down low. She closes the cabinet. She opens a cabinet below, and she pulls out this jar, and she dusts it off with her apron. She kind of waddles over to the table and sets it down in front of Scrang, Mother Scrang, with kind of a clang on the top of the wooden table in front of her. And Mother Scrang takes the jar and she like opens it up. You can smell it smells sort of rotten, like maybe rotten fruit or something.
Oh.
And it's
and
not
she
what I
says-
would recognize as a health potion, though, right?
It doesn't look like a potion. It looks like it's a jar, right? And it's got like a piece of almost like a cork that is kind of like threaded. So she kind of turns the top of the cork and pulls it out, and it kind of stinks like rotten fruit, like I said.
Like a
but
salve.
Yeah, and she kind of looks inside of it and she says, "Man, this should do it," and she shows it to you.
Oh,
and-
pungent. That means it's good.
This is
Is that what
this
it
is
means?
called Katom's ointment. This could be handy. Give me a D4 roll, Desmond.
4.
Well, this has it looks to be 5 doses. You could get 5 doses out of this. Typically, when it's fresh, it has a smell of aloe. It's quite nice. But this has been sitting around for a bit, so it may or may not work as well as a fresh batch. But you can apply to an injury if you have a rash or an ailment of that type. An injury from blade or some bludgeoning instrument, perhaps.
And it'll heal it?
Well, it will certainly help.
Oh.
And how much would that cost?
Well, I could probably part with it for, I would say, what do you say? It's been on the shelf for a while. Well, maybe 25 gold pieces. But it may not work as well as it would be if it was fresh. That's why I'm giving you one heck of a deal.
I think that's a bit more than I was planning on spending.
Well, you're cursed.
Oh, how much for the curse removing potion when it's ready?
Well, unfortunately, I'm missing an ingredient here, and I can't quite place the ingredient itself. Usually, I do these by memory, and my memory fades me just a little bit. But perhaps you should speak with our colleague. Would you call Mona a colleague of ours? No, Mother. She's a creepy woman that lives in the marsh. Yes, but she does provide us with some of our most potent ingredients. The old Mona Blackwood, out across the Glassfolk Marsh. She might be able to find this rare plant that would help. Yes, that's right.
You sell incense here.
We've got some incense. Yes. Would you like some incense?
I'd like 10 gold worth, please.
Oh well.
Is that a lot? I think that's a lot.
That could be. Mother, I'll get it. The younger of the two goes over and pulls out this box, and she says, 10 gold will get you all of it. And she opens it up, and you can see that there's incense sticks inside there. She closes it, slides it across the table. You open it and look inside, and it's a pretty nice bunch of incense. Looks like it's been sitting around for a while, maybe, but
This should do the trick. I'll give her 10 gold.
oh, very good. She takes it. Yeah, old Mona Blackwood. She'd probably help you with these curses you got.
How far away does she live from here? Like, how long does it take to get to her place?
Oh, well, it's out past the old leech collector's place.
We're just there.
Oh, Hoob, you met Hoob then. Well, he's a good chap. He brings us leeches on the regular. Always seems to have a fresh batch of plump leeches.
They look pretty fresh.
Yep. We met him, and he's very fond of leeches. Yes.
Well, one thing I should probably tell you about old Mona Blackwood. You behave yourselves around her. She's been known to transform people into toads if they cause trouble.
Is she a sorceress? Or
I don't know.
is she a hag?
Excuse me?
I mean, like
That's
a
rude.
That's not like
don't
a
think-
nice old lady, but like, you know, like a. Does her hut have feet?
Hot have
Is she a
feet.
witch?
What are you? A witch? Well, I guess I don't know. But she can certainly find the good ingredients for potions to take care of perhaps curses. You don't need to be getting too picky when you're cursed.
No. Might be worth a shot.
How many curses you got anyways?
2.
So you're
That we know
old.
of.
What's the other one?
Well, it's not too clear yet, but
It's not the rash, is it? Because I got something for that.
no.
No, we're all rash free so far.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts, Missy.
We will. No, he touched something he wasn't supposed to touch, and
That's how you
now
get the rash.
It's a cursed item.
yeah, but it's an item.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a bit outside our wheelhouse, isn't it there, Huda? Yes, Mother. We don't deal with cursed items. Never have. Yeah,
Probably good.
Yes. You're going to need to see some high-level holy person, perhaps.
Yeah, we thought there might be one here, but I haven't seen a single cleric.
Dr. Mona Blackwood.
All right, well, we'll see if we have time to make another trek out before we have to leave.
Very good. And you're not going to be wanting this ointment then? That'll heal you right up.
I think I'll pass. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I'll pass on it. But thank you. I mean, you do lovely work.
She puts the top back on the jar. But put it away then if you don't want it.
I mean, if we sleep on it, we really want it. We'll be back tomorrow.
It's pretty good.
It looks pretty good.
It works better than it smells, miss. And then she opens it one time and goes, and then she puts it away.
Okay, I think we should go.
Well, have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Good night.
Don't get a rash.
He pushed us out the door.
All right, so where do you guys head? Are you heading back to the inn?
Yes.
Yeah, we probably should.
All right. And what about old Lachlan and Nori? Are you heading to the waterside hostel as well?
All I'm saying is that if you play that kind of music in a moment like that, it, can have an influence on people. And when you're trying to just sort of walk that fine line, and like it's already kind of a tightrope act. Can't have like that gust of wind coming all of a sudden and sort of pushing you over.
You think maybe I should have put the gust of wind later, like to push him? You don't think we should have done something to maybe put some more good thoughts of us in his head, or at least have him tell good thoughts to others? You could experience his gentle fishy caresses. Maybe that would make him more inclined to, I don't know, say good things about us. If anyone was asking.
Doesn't matter. I mean, those guys expect that people that come into town are going to ask questions about them. Like, maybe Des went a little bit overboard or wasn't subtle enough or something like that. But, I mean, he's going to tell them what he's going to tell them. Doesn't matter.
Well, but it would maybe get the focus off of us. Maybe they're really wary of us now, or just Des from asking all the questions. We just make.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We should probably like ditch town for a while and kind of let things cool down and go take care of our real business, and then, come back later.
Yeah, I am real curious about what's in that special cargo, but
whatever it is, it's not going to be good, and it's going to lead to a whole bunch of other not good. So, the not good has a tendency to stack on top of the not good, and it has a tendency to fall on top of you when you least expect it.
You have a real dark way about you.
No, I would say it's if you're out at sea and you see a dark cloud rolling in, chances are pretty good you're getting a storm, so you might as well batten down the hatches. And then if there is no storm, then that's fine. Worst thing you did is you spent a few minutes battening down the hatches. But if there is a storm, and fucking sink to the bottom of the sea. That's how I look at it.
Well, but we're not on a Yep, I get what you're saying, but I'm
just saying, this situation is volatile. It could go at any moment. And, we don't have friends here.
I don't want you to punch me in the face or something by telling me
this. Why would I punch you in the face? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, punch you in the face?
Maybe, smile more.
Who, me?
Yeah, there's nobody else here. Yeah, you.
I fucking smile all the time. You can't see because I got this huge fucking beard, but I'm smiling right now.
You are? Yeah. I try to reach up and
push
the beard.
Find a space.
Okay, sorry, too much consent. I won't do that again.
I'm just afraid your sword's going to spring out and hit me there, and I'm going to have to shave the whole thing off because it'll look stupid. It's going to be lopsided.
Have you ever trimmed it, though? I mean, I cut hair sometimes.
I could use a little trim. Not with your sword, though, like with, shears or something.
You are very fixated on the sword. I understand because it just happened, but...
The sword is freaking me out because we went out of our way into a fucking graveyard and there was some undead people and a lot of weird shit. And then it just disappears. And honestly, look, it's a new experience for me. I'll adjust. Just give me some time.
Okay. But you're saying yes to the beard trimming?
Yeah, I think that'd probably be good. I mean, it's either that or I start braiding it, and that's not happening.
Well, it's your beard. I mean, you can braid it.
Yeah, but do it before you get drunk. All right, so let's go to the inn and do it before I eat. That way, I don't have to clean it out after.
Okay. Yeah, that's a plan. Let's do that. Because sometimes you get, when you get it on your beard and stuff too. So not only can I not see you smile, hey, also Carson might like that. I'm just putting that out there. But anyone, tame it.
You're as fixated on Carson as I am fixated on your sword. So let's make a deal, all right?
Okay.
I'll not bring up the sword anymore, and you don't bring up Carson anymore.
I can take that deal. Yes.
All right.
Shake on it.
And
My little tiny hand comes up to you.
And I very happily, because it doesn't happen often, reach down to shake hands.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, all right, Bibbles.
I am. All right. Yes, you can call me that. Let's go.
Nice. Cool.
All right, so you guys make your way. You guys make your way to the inn where you meet up with Desmond and Xanthi, and we're going to take our break right now, our mid-session break, and when we come back, we will get on with the next leg of our journey. Really quick, I just want to thank everybody for getting involved in tonight's game and throwing around some advantages and getting involved in the fundraiser. Thanks to the community, Beth, Craft Ninja 1216, Ethan Armin, and Death OK for getting some donations started. We are well on our way to our goal. We've got 2 weeks to do it, but if we could get a really good start tonight, guys, that'd be great. If you have the opportunity and the ability to dig into your pockets, even $10, even $5 for that matter, can make a difference in some children's lives. So please give that some consideration. I will drop the link to our donation page. We've got an awesome team of people that are going to be playing games and promoting this fundraiser over the next 2 weeks, including the community here at Guild Superior, as well as the Phoenix Wackies community and the Wanderers Haven community as well. We've got some great channels and a lot of great people involved in this. So please give it a look. And if you can, please donate. And if not, that's okay too. Just help spread the word and hang out with us. And we will have that's also right, there will be a dance off apparently if we break our $2,500 goal. That is apparently happening. You can, of course, influence the game with in-game donations. You've seen that. And we will be back to see what happens in just a few short minutes, you guys. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you all. And we will be back in just a few minutes. Thanks. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our game and your game, and thank you for being part of what we're doing here tonight. We are, of course, just kicking off tonight our No Kid Hungry fundraiser, which will be going on for the next 2 weeks. There are going to be a lot of opportunities to get involved with helping to fundraise, either helping spread the word or digging into your pockets and donating. I'll put a link to the donation page where you can track our progress and make a donation if you are capable. We would really appreciate it. The money goes directly to No Kid Hungry through the Tiltify platform, which is great because we don't have to touch it. We just promote it. The money goes to No Kid Hungry, and then they help to promote and supply various programs around the country that are feeding kids after school programs, lunches, summer programs, etc. So they're helping to support those organizations. It's really cool. And we've been doing this for a couple of years now. And we've teamed up this year with Phoenix Wacky and the Wanderers Haven. Our communities have combined to form the super community, and we are kicking some ass on childhood hunger. So thank you for being part of that, everybody. We really do appreciate it. We're going to jump back into our game here and find out what the heck this group wants to do, as we are now back at the tavern. Cue the music. The four of you have reconvened. And there is, of course, Gideon and the boys are playing off to the side. There's a fire burning in the hearth. There are dice games being played. There are flagons of ale and goblets of wine being served. You see Pearl, who gives you a nod. And you see the hostler, Dick Wrench, who is hanging out and working the crowd. And then, of course, there's Watt behind the bar, pouring ales.
Does Des see any of the heavies from the other night that were like watching him?
Well,
guards.
So you do recognize some of the people that you had been working with the previous day in the tavern for sure.
some of the dock workers, but no, like,
Yeah, both. You would recognize both sort of the guys who are just kind of keeping an eye on things down at the docks, as well as the ones who are actually moving cargo between boats.
all right.
Some cargo, if you recall, was coming off of the small river boats that were coming down from the north to Nulb, being loaded onto smaller barges that were then continuing on south and east to Twilight Falls. Other cargo were being loaded onto wagons and being sent east on the road, the high road. Not towards Hamlet, but towards Sobenwich and whatever lays beyond to the east. But yes, that's a long-winded answer to your question, which is yes, you do see people that you recognize.
All right. Well, we need to figure out what we want to do.
Well, I've got a lead on, getting a boat to go down the river. It's Lucille person. She might be able to, we might be able to pay her to have us go down the river. So maybe first thing tomorrow morning we ask about that.
That sounds like a good idea.
Sounds good. To be kicking back near the fireplace, stuffing my pipe.
With a brand new trim.
With a brand new trim. You can see
Yep.
my lips now. And you can see that I'm frowning.
Now we know.
Lachlan, did you get your beard trimmed?
Yeah. Bibbles here offered and I accepted.
Bibbles.
I
Right.
didn't know you were a hairdresser.
It looks
Oh.
good.
It turned out really well. I'm not totally surprised. I mean, I have done these before, but I've got to say I've never done a beard of a dwarf. I mean, with hair that's that thick. I mean, there's so much. But
Right.
I mean, I really think I did a good job.
It looks
You did,
nice.
especially the way you tuck the corners in here. I like that when it kind of goes all over the place. It's very nice. It kind of goes in right smooth in there, and beautiful job, Bibbles. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Anything? Here, dinner's on me tonight, and whatever you're drinking, it's on me. Thanks.
Right? You can see that Nori looks really happy with herself right now. And yeah.
Hmm.
What about tonight? I mean, are we just gonna sit around?
Well, I was thinking I might need some wax. Think that old lady you went to see today would have wax? Like, if I got a bit of wax, I could, like, wax the mustache down.
I mean, you could
Probably.
probably find some wax or something. It might not smell good, though.
Did you find what you were looking for? Because Des looks,
Not really.
No, she thought that she maybe could cure Des of a curse, but she's short some ingredients, so she told us that we should head out into the marsh and talk to this very powerful, possibly dangerous woman who lives out next to the graveyard.
Yeah, we were just out there.
I
That's
know.
probably just going to get you
There.
another curse of some sort, Des. I mean, let's face it.
There's
I mean, it's a
chance.
lead though. No one else is even. That's the only thing I've heard. In terms of getting rid of one of these curses.
Well, she did say that we could find a really high-level priest.
She just said to
That's-
be nice.
Well, yeah, she said don't make her angry. I think something along the lines of that, because she'll turn you into something. But then she said, like a priest could probably cure a curse.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got a question for you, Des. If you could only get rid of one of your two curses, which one would you get rid of?
The knife.
That's a good question. They both suck.
Yeah, but one kills people. The other one just gives you, bags
Yeah,
under
it kills
your eyes.
people really well. Killed
mean-
a few of our enemies.
It's
And
it's possible.
may have talked to me.
So, just because Des looks older, that doesn't mean his life is shorter, or maybe it does. If it shortened his life, that's 20 years.
That's a lot of
No.
time.
And that's not even taking into account quality of life. I mean, when I met you, I thought you were a grandpa. I mean, I'm sure other people have the same reaction. You know, I mean, do you want that for the rest of your life, for people to think you're so much older than you really are?
Well, you could
I would.
retire. You could retire sooner. I mean, there's a bright side.
Well, Des, if you want to go out to that swamp tomorrow, I say we go.
I will back
I'm
that.
intrigued. Yes.
Okay, but let's talk to Lucille first because I don't want to miss our chance to be able to go down river and, help Charal.
Yeah, so let's go down, settle up with Lucille. Take a quick hike back up, past the leech guy. We're not going to stop at the leech guy. We're going to keep walking. And we'll go see this swamp lady, and then we'll be nice. And come back and hop on a boat and we'll get roll.
Okay.
Did everyone just agree?
I think so.
My silence was compliance.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I-
So we're just not going to mess with these fellas at the dock, right?
Not right now, no.
Come back and mess with them later.
Yeah.
We'll get you cured. We'll go get Charal.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right. Well, before the fishmonger comes in, I'm going to go to bed.
Okay. I guess I'll take first watch.
Watch out for the fishmonger.
Is everybody going to bed
He's on
then?
the prowl.
I was going to listen to Gideon and the boys and maybe have a glass of wine or.
You can if someone stays up with you. But that's not going to be me.
I
I'll
mean,
I'll stay up with you for a little bit.
you're an adult, and
Yeah, I don't need
I'm just
permission, do I?
no, you don't. I'm
Oh.
just a little worried because last time there was that gentleman at the bar that kind of cornered you, and we had to rescue you.
Oh, yeah, I
Mhm.
forgot about that. Well, I'll keep my eyes out for any trouble.
Okay.
Des, you'll stay up though with me?
Yeah, I'll stay up with you for a little bit.
Okay.
Not too late though.
Just one drink and then we can call it a night.
Sure.
Nori?
I have eaten and drank and had some emotional, heavy things happen tonight. I am ready to go to sleep.
Okay.
Tonight I must go to sleep.
Well, I'll be, awake in the room for another 2 hours, and then, I'll come and get one of you, and you could take a shift, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready to do a watch.
Sure.
You're
Join
gonna
me
do a
up
watch
anytime.
tonight. Might
Well,
be a good
he
time
was
to do a watch.
he was so good last night, or was it 2 nights? Yeah, 2 nights ago. It was.
I don't.
So I mean, obviously you could have your own watch.
He looks over at Lachlan.
Sure.
All right. That's something to drink to. All right, so those of you who are heading up to the room, do so. Those of you who are staying up for one more drink, do so. And it sounds like that's Desmond and Spug Noir. All right.
And Xanthi's gonna, of course, when she gets up to the room, she's gonna take out the journal. She's gonna start doing her journal entry for the night, and also identify one item. Use up my one identify a day on one of those weird potions. Which, hold on a second. What do we got left? We have clear liquid floating atop of container.
Oh,
May
okay.
I identify that?
Yes, you can. Give me an Arcana check.
I would like to do it with advantage.
I like that idea myself.
Okay. 15.
Okay. And this is, describe the potion again. This is the one that is.
Okay, so this is from the Ghost Tower, or that
Yep.
weird arcane alchemist tower. It said clear liquid floating at top of container.
Yes. This is a potion of flying.
Ooh. Cool.
Very cool.
All right. And then she's going to draw a picture of the weird leech guy with the leeches on his legs. And then she's gonna do a detailed account of Nori like talking with some kind of ghost, and then like being able to like bamp her sword into reality and then hide it.
Nice.
And that's it for what she'll do.
Give us a I forget what check you're making for those. Is it a
I think it's a performance check. It's untrained kind of thing.
okay.
Okay. 21.
Yeah. You're getting very, very good at this. You've got
Leeches are so realistic.
yeah. The leeches they almost look like they're wriggling and writhing full with blood from the old leechmonger, leech collector. All right, so you head up and draw. Nori, you go to sleep, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Nori will go to sleep, but not before one last time facing away definitely from Lachlan, and safely pointing the sword. She just fires it up once and then summons it back.
Nice.
Miles lays down and goes to sleep instantly.
All right. How about Lachlan? Is there anything that he does before sacking out?
He'll probably kick back and smoke one last half bowl of pipe and doodle his little fireplace drawing on that a little bit.
Okay.
And when Nori unsheaths her sword and sheaths it back, he goes, puts his things away and goes to bed.
She's so proud. Meanwhile, downstairs in the tavern, Spugnoir looks over at you, Desmond, as you kind of settle in. The rest of the folks, your party walks up the stairs, up to the room, and he looks over at you and says, I'll go get us some drinks. What do you want?
Just an ale.
Okay.
Good.
Sounds good. He turns to walk away, and he's, I don't have any coin, but I'm happy to go get drinks.
I'll hand him the silver required.
Thank you. Thanks, Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot to celebrate.
We do?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're one step closer to being young again, or getting rid of that creepy dagger or something.
Yeah, let's hope so. I guess
And
I don't know what to think until we get there, I guess.
yeah, right. Well, I'm sure only good things will happen. Right?
Hopefully.
Well, just think positive thoughts, and I'll go get some drinks. I'll be right back. And he
Great.
rushes over to the bar and is trying to get Watt's attention. You can just see him sort of like You know, like if when you're at the bar and the bartender like just is intentionally not looking at you, and you're like,
Yeah.
you know, he's kind of trying to wave, and you're just like, what the hell? And as you're looking at him, you feel a presence nearby, and you look over and you see an individual that has walked over to your table and sat down across from you. And it is the same individual that you had spoken with at the docks the day prior. An individual that had kind of told you to like keep your trap shut. And he told you, this is the one that told you about Chiral.
About Chiral. Okay.
Yeah. And he says, I got some more information about this Chiral character you're looking for. He looks around.
You do?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Well, I can't tell you here. You know where McKinty's office is? Down at the docks?
Yeah.
Meet me there in about an hour. Come
And
alone.
what about all those fellas that Mr. McKinty employs to keep an eye on his things?
If they're keeping an eye on you, ditch them and meet me down there. I gotta go. And he gets up and you can see him sort of like, he switches into like this sort of almost acting like he's drunk kind of thing. And he like walks over to the bar and takes and slams his mug down on the table and then walks out the door. And that's about the same time that you see Spug is like finally getting Watt's attention and taking care of the transaction and coming back with your drinks.
He said
All
to
right.
meet him there in an hour. Is that what he
Here
said?
you go. Yeah. Oh, it took me a long time to get a drink, but here you go. He sets it down in front of you and sits down. Oof.
Hey, Spug. Real
Yeah.
quiet.
Huh?
Des is gonna look around, make sure nobody's watching.
Spug does the same thing, but super awkward.
No, just chill.
Oh, yeah, what? Is everything
Some
okay?
guy- That guy that told me about Chiral says to meet him at McKinty's office in an hour. And he'll give me more information.
That sounds super dicey.
I was just gonna say, it sounds real suspicious to me.
But on the other hand, this is the same person that gave you information before.
Yeah, he's the one that said that Chiral got shipped off to. I can't remember the name of the town now.
Twilight Falls.
Twilight Falls, that's it.
Well,
It is suspicious though.
I could go with you. Back you up, you know?
We'd be pretty isolated out there. It's a ways away, right?
Down at the docks? Yeah.
I think I should bring it to everybody else. Hurry up and finish your beer.
Done.
Des will do the same. Just a quick look around. Is anybody watching him?
Give me a perception check.
Very good. 22.
Yeah, you get the sense that the heavy types that are in there are like trying not to be noticed. There's two guys that specifically kind of like turn away as you look towards them in a very unnatural way.
All right. Just act how you'd normally do, and let's go upstairs.
I can do that. Sure. He gets up and starts walking towards the stairs.
Yeah, we'll make our way up to our room.
All right. You do so without
Right.
any delay.
So is only Xanthi up, basically,
Yep.
doing the watch?
Oh, hey guys.
Something just happened downstairs.
What happened?
The guy from the dock the other day that told me about Chiral,
Yeah.
he just came and said that he had some more information for me and that I should meet him down at McKinty's.
Wait, wasn't McKinty's office like where the special cargo might be?
That's what we heard. Yeah.
You mean the special cargo that we wanted to go check out, but Lachlan didn't want to, but now Lachlan's asleep?
Yeah. Oh boy. Do you think it's a trap though? Seems like it'd be a trap.
I mean, it could be, but
But why
I
else
mean,
why would that guy tell me about Chiral and then come back? He seemed pretty paranoid.
I mean, maybe we could go and just check it out.
Ooh. Yeah, he said to come alone too, actually, now that I think of it.
Well, like I can't
But
come
that
well,
doesn't
then
mean
you
I have
shouldn't
to
go.
actually. What's that?
What?
You think I should go by myself?
No, I said no, you shouldn't go. I mean, if I could go, then we should go. But if I can't go, then we should not go.
No, I'm not going down there by myself. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It sounds really dangerous, guys. But we could also probably learn something. But really dangerous. We could also get killed
have to get killed.
on the docks at night. We've been drinking. Just one drink.
Well, I haven't drunk anything. I've been
Oh.
just, journaling up dear diary, like up here in the room. But, I mean, we could maybe. Do you think Nori would want to come with too?
Well, so I'm thinking, like, we should probably talk about it as a group, don't you think?
Well, if we wake Lachlan up, he's going to say, "No, don't go."
Yeah, but this is a new development, isn't it?
You
This
know
is
he's
like-
going to say, "Don't go."
This is about Chiral. We're talking about leaving to go.
I know. I'm saying we should go. Maybe we should leave Spug here. Like, like we don't want to leave sleeping people alone.
It's too far to do the message thing, right?
Well, I mean, you and I could message back and forth, because it's, I think it's 120 feet. Let me look at the spell. 120 feet. But no, we couldn't message someone back in the room.
I'm totally muted.
You're
I don't know what to
whispering.
do.
You're whispering too
Yeah.
quietly.
Sorry.
If-
Fuck it. I'm gonna
you-
wake up Lachlan.
Oh, here we go.
Lachlan, wake up.
The fucking fishmonger.
Okay, and Nori too. I got Nori.
No, it's
What
not him.
the? Something up. Lachlan fucking gets up and like checks for his weapon.
All right.
We're under attack. Is the ship
No.
sinking? The mast's been rent by the lightning. What's going on?
It's not an emergency, but something has happened. All right.
Ugh.
You know the guy
man.
that told me about Chiral?
Yeah.
He came back and asked me
Okay.
to come meet him at McKinty's office
Oh.
in an hour and to come alone. And he'd
Hey.
have more information for me.
Yeah, no.
What is that? What do you think of that?
No. Let him sleep.
He's not interested.
Yeah, and he doesn't think you should go either.
Look, no, it's a bad
This
idea.
this is about Geraldo.
Do you trust this guy? I mean,
He's the one that told me about it to begin with.
Bad idea.
Yeah, it's probably a trap.
Don't you just want to know, though?
You really want to know? We want to know.
I
Nori.
do really want to know. Plus,
Nori's busy wiping the sleep out of her eye, too.
maybe that special cargo is down there.
Right? That is what we want to know. We'll never find out. Like, what if it was something really cool? What if we missed out on saving somebody, or like some super really great magic item, or I don't know. It could be anything.
Xanthi, have you ever seen a map of the world?
Yes, of course. I grew up
Right,
in the
so-
cartography shop.
Can you wrap your head around the amount of things you're not seeing tonight, and people you're not saving tonight, and adventures you're not having tonight in the whole wide world? Like, this is
Oh,
just one
FOMO.
of them. This is just one of them.
Oh, no. I should sleep less.
I mean, we could go take a look.
No,
Make sure.
no,
Make
Nori's
sure it's
putting
not.
on
no,
Nori's putting on her armor.
no.
We'll go out the window.
We had agreed. We had
so that these
agreed.
guys don't.
We had-
New information has come to light.
No.
Man.
A lot of ins, a lot of outs. Look. Earlier, I even made a concession to you. I even said, we'll get up tomorrow morning and we'll go out into the fucking woods again. And we'll talk to this lady because I know it's important to you. Right, so that was me in our negotiations about whether or not we were going to go out and get killed tonight. It was me seeding some ground and giving you a little sugar, you know, so that then you, on the other hand, give me some sugar back, and you know, and that way everyone's happy.
We
But
should have
now-
woke him up.
Now you want to set fire to everything, and I'm not gonna have it.
As we woke up Lachlan, and now he's angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just making sense, and you know,
All right, I woke him up, and he's disappointed.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Well-
all go back to sleep.
is Spugnor drunk?
Yes.
I only had one. I only had one.
Look, it was a bad idea. What time is it? It was a bad idea an hour ago. Bad idea now. It's gonna be a bad idea in an hour. It's gonna be a bad idea in 2 hours. What you want me to tell you? Bad idea. It's a bad idea.
Do you think, though, if somebody does go, it'd be better if we all went than just one went?
That's what
I
I
don't-
was thinking.
If someone
Then that's even worse because he told you
Would
to
go.
go alone.
Yeah, but you know,
So,
The other
so if you're
people
not
would-
willing to go alone, it's because you know that it's fucking hinky.
right?
If you know it's fucking hinky, why do you want to go?
But there's ways to go alone and not be completely isolated.
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm saying.
4.5 of us, pointing at Spug, 4.5 of us isn't numbers when you think
Half.
about the fact that this entire city
Half and
is,
half.
you know,
That's true.
How many guards were there that day with McKinty?
Give me an intelligence check. You would have had to sort of identify them during your work shift and then kind of remember and keep track of things, but it's not that
21.
hard. Oh, you're pretty smart, you son of a bitch.
Mm.
There was probably a dozen, at least.
Oof.
Heavies. Well armed from what you could tell. They didn't look like they were messing around.
you don't even have a good reason for wanting to go. You're just curious. You're just like, oh,
This is.
I'm curious.
I'm
Yeah,
not just
I am pretty
curious about what's down
am
there.
too,
They said they
yes.
had information about Chiral.
Look, if he had information and he really wanted you to have it, why didn't he just give it to you then and there? Why didn't he just say, step out to the back porch with me?
Maybe he just learned.
My feeling is if he wanted you to really know something,
I don't
He
know. I
would've
think
told
he
you.
knew. He also knew that some of those guards were down there.
I'm not going to argue anymore about it. Like I've said my piece. Like I do not own you, nor do I have chains wrapped around you. You're going to do what you want to do. I've said my piece, and I don't think that I'm going to convince you, and I don't think you're going to convince me. So
All right.
Well, good night, everybody.
I'll be boring.
Good night, Spug.
I'm gonna go to bed. No.
All right. I guess
I'm
we'll
not
just
worried
sleep
about
on
him.
it
He's
then.
drunk. He's going to fall asleep.
Oh, he really is.
I only had one.
All right.
So we're not doing this.
Nori's at the door with all their
I am.
armor on, like ready to go. Helmet.
God.
I am set.
To be honest, I kind of wanted to play it out, but I mean, it makes sense. It's almost like someone gave me a really hard decision to make super late in the game. And now I don't know what to do.
Well, I don't. Now that Lachlan has yelled at all of us, I don't feel like going because I feel
Yeah.
bad about it. I mean, if we had gone and he didn't know about it, it would have been better. But for some reason, now that he knows and he's so disappointed, I feel like we shouldn't go.
Yeah. He's probably right. It's probably a trap. Why would I have to go all the way down there? Why not meet in an alley or something?
Maybe he has something to tell you about the secret cargo. Oh,
Maybe it's the secret cargo he
Nice.
wants to show you. It could have been that in that
Oh
space.
my god.
Making it even worse. Ah.
What if we just walked by the area, but you didn't actually go in to the office?
like we nonchalantly just like took a night stroll.
Night stroll, air, because we're been drinking. Oh, why not?
I'm down. But I feel bad.
Then we wouldn't actually be going to the office. We wouldn't be getting into trouble. I don't know. Okay, I want to know what it is, but if we're not 100%, I won't go. And then I rattle the doorknob a little bit, or the handle on the door.
Are you guys going?
No.
All right. I think we
Nori,
better
are you-
just stay?
Nori looks like she's about to leave.
I was
She's
not the one
tired
that was
and she's
invited.
leaning on the door. It's fine. Just go to sleep, Spug.
Nope. He gets back up. Look, if Nori's gonna go, I'm gonna go too.
If Spug goes, he'll die.
What?
What?
It's just to go talk to a guy.
Well, if we get captured, we'll probably just end up finding Chiral. That's the
Yeah, that
upside.
makes sense.
Fair.
Wait,
If they
no,
don't
that,
kill us first.
yeah, I'm gonna
I
get
mean-
back into bed.
I'm pretty confident I could slip in there and, be pretty quiet about it. And, I could even look like someone else
You're so lucky.
when I do it.
I don't have any kind of skills like that.
But
If you did that, though, wouldn't your contact be confused and kill you for breaking in?
I could drop the spell.
right before he stabs you in the face.
I'd be more concerned with being seen. Actually, I would want to scope it out first. See if I can see the trap. This music's not helping either.
All right, ugh,
Xanthi, didn't you identify a potion tonight?
I did. Oh, you guys, guess what we got? We got a potion of flying.
No
Oh,
way!
yeah, and we got this jug of giant strength, but you have to drink. She
Oh.
pulls it out. The whole thing.
Oh,
I mean, you
that's a lot of
could
potion.
drink that potion and fly over there.
Do you think those two should go together? I mean, you're gonna be so waterlogged. Do you think you can really get off the ground?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I guess you probably
magic.
could.
But if you crash, you're kind of
folded
like a
them,
water
but
balloon.
I don't think you need to. Ugh, just
How long-
vomit everywhere.
How long does something like that last? The flying potion?
You're not sure.
That could be your
I
way
don't
to get
know.
out if things got too hot.
I mean, I'm pretty fast. I got this new ring. I haven't even used this new ring yet.
Oh, your jumping ring? He's got a
Mhm.
ring of jumping. And I have this spell that just lets me like bamf out of places, like but short-ish distance. But you saw me. I used it for the tower. Like I bamfed into the tower and then I repelled out. That's why I didn't die in the tower.
All right. You know what? Maybe we should just stay here tonight. I don't know.
Nori starts taking her armor off.
Let's just.
Okay. And all right, whose turn is gonna do the watch?
I'll take care of the watch.
Are you just going to sneak out after I go to sleep?
No, I'm not gonna go down there alone.
Pinky
That'd
swear.
be stupid. I swear. I'll pinky swear, yeah.
All right.
All right.
So she'll like crawl
only
over to
thing-
one of the beds.
The only thing stupider than going down there would be to do it alone, in my opinion.
I mean, at least take me with because I could message you back and forth in case something happens.
Right. Well, it's decided. I'm not going to do it.
Nori shakes her head and just lays back down in the bed.
Oh,
It's okay. Go to bed, Spug. Sorry to get you all riled up, but I just felt we had to talk about it.
okay. Good night, everybody.
Nice.
He's looking at everybody to see if they're winking at each
Eight.
other or doing anything. Okay.
Now I can't sleep.
Well, you take a watch together then.
Okay. I mean, I
Fancy
could start.
will lay there and like have a hard time trying to fall asleep because she's waiting for everybody to just like sneak out.
You guys are
Oh
so
my-
suspicious.
I'm just gonna break
Des is
the
gonna
game for a
sit.
minute. Andy, this reminds me of so many times when we were kids doing sleepovers at your house and like sneaking out.
Sneaking
Like,
out.
trying to sneak out of your house. All right.
Yeah, you gotta talk yourself up first.
I know. All right, so Xanthi is going to try to sleep. Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond's taking a watch, and Nori is going to also watch with Desmond. Or are you going to try to sleep?
Des is like, he's not fully like unpacking everything, but he's like sitting down and he's taking a break.
Are his boots off? Let's ask that question. Is he taking his boots off?
Yeah, sure. He'll take his boots off. Sure.
Okay.
Guys, are you watching then, or should I do the first? I'm awake.
I'll do the
Thanks.
watch. It's all right. Just
Okay.
get some
okay,
rest.
Okay. I lay down with my eyes open and just stare at the ceiling.
Just wishing. Just wishing that you could have
flowing now.
sprang the trap that possibly is waiting for you guys. You don't know. Could be
See, it'd be
important
fun either way.
information. Yeah. All right. So Desmond, you're gonna do a watch. Give me a perception check and give me a D12 roll.
Perception is 11.
Okay.
D12 is a 1.
Okay. All right. So you can hear during your watch the revelry downstairs that continues on into the latter part of your watch. Is there anything that you want to specifically do during your watch?
Yeah, Des will, start kind of just organizing his things. They're going to possibly leave for this trek tomorrow, so he's going to make sure he's all set. And he's gonna pull the dagger out of his bag and take it out, unsheath it, and just kind of sit with it for a bit, looking at it.
Okay.
And then he's gonna try sharpening it.
Okay. You unsheath this dagger, and as you are kind of staring at it and looking at it in your hand and kind of turning it back and forth, and you begin to sharpen it, you can start to see again, as you did before, this sort of like cloudiness inside the blade as it reflects what little light you have burning from a candle in your room, the light flickering, reflecting in the blade, and you can see like there's almost a smoke inside the surface of the blade. Faint at first, but it grows in its definition, and you can see these faces like momentarily. They just appear, and they're horrific. They're like distorted with mouths open. Thanks for the raid 20 sides. We appreciate you guys. They're like these distorted, almost like taffy-like faces that are pulled in various directions, and they seem to be like almost howling, and you could hear like this faint cry sort of coming from the blade. Nori, I don't know if you're still awake or not.
Staring at the ceiling. Thanks, you guys.
You start to hear almost like a whimpering, and you look over at Des, and Desmond's not saying anything or making any noise, but he's just turning the blade in his hand. And you can see that there is this, both of you see this, as the blade begins to emit some of the smoke that was at one point on the surface of the blade, and it starts to drift into the room a little bit like a shadow almost. And it pulses,
kind of hold that out in front of him.
And it grows larger. And the light of the candle starts to be obscured at this point, and Nora, you can hear these voices calling out, faint, like whispers. Des, you hear it too, but you have no idea, Desmond, if they're voices or if it's just sobbing or what it might be. Nora, you have Elvish as a language,
yes.
Right?
Yep.
You can hear a variety of different voices that make no sense to you, but every once in a while you hear an Elvish word that is best interpreted as mercy. Desmond, give me a wisdom saving throw. You begin to feel like a constriction around your neck, as if something is compressing your trachea, making it harder and harder to breathe. And Nora, you look and you can see that this smoky, shadowy form has almost coalesced into what appear to be hands that are grabbing Desmond. There are more than 2 hands, though. There are 4 hands. And then suddenly there are 6 hands. And they are grabbing his neck and his head and kind of like pulling him in, like embracing him.
What are you?
Nori's getting up. Des.
Can he speak?
You can't hear Nori at all. All you feel is a pressure around you. You feel like there's a lump in your throat, like you're kind of having a hard time swallowing, like your heart rate is pounding. You're looking at the dagger in your hand and just kind of like, almost like you can't stop looking at it. What do you do with it?
Des will hold it out in front of him and try to like pull himself away. And if that doesn't work, he's going to try to drop it in front of him.
You cannot even let your grip release the hilt of the dagger, but because you rolled a 13 wisdom saving throw, you're able to, if you want to, you could sheath it.
Yeah, he'll just hold it out, kind of straining, and then just and try to put it right back into the sheath.
The minute you sheath it, all of that strange shadow just and disappears into the sheath. And you
It does. He's just gonna look around.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I did. I heard the word mercy.
Mercy. I heard a lot of voices. Did you see the hands?
Yeah.
The hell is this thing?
There was like at least six hands. We need to fix this.
It was choking me. Until I put it away. Des will take the dagger and just shove it back in his bag. Wow, that answered a few questions for me, but not all of them.
What do you mean answered questions?
It's just, I wanted to know if that's all it did. Was, show me weird things. But, yeah, it's obviously much worse.
Desmond, as you look down, sort of where you're sitting down on the ground, you notice that there is a small, not a pool, but some drops, considerable number of drops, not just a little bit, but there is some fresh blood on the ground. by your boot.
Can I tell where it came from?
You look around, you don't have any wounds, like visible wounds from anything?
Why would I have heard the word mercy?
I don't know. Maybe there are people in this blade and they don't want to be. I don't know. To be honest, I was kind of fed up with all the. I was hoping it would talk to me again so I could at least figure out what it wants. I don't know if there's any sleep for me tonight.
I don't want to say that ship has sailed, but I mean, Kinty's office is still there. No,
Oh my God,
that's fine.
Nori.
That's okay.
I promised Xanthi I wouldn't leave without her. We better not.
Are you gonna be pulling out that dagger again?
No. No, that's gonna stay where it is for tonight, I think.
Oh, I meant like ever in this scenario.
The thing is, it kind of just shows up. Like, I say I'm not going to use it, but then I start using it, kind of thing. Like, it's like I feel compelled to use it.
Maybe Lachlan was right to try to get you to put it somewhere else that you couldn't access.
I'm not sure that would be a very good idea.
Why?
It can harm me. It's done it before.
When it's not even by you? How does that work?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I was thinking of trying something, but Xanthi's asleep and she would need to help me.
Just hear
And-
her like she just shifts in her sleep and like mumbles something.
I don't know. I don't know if we can do that. Maybe we probably shouldn't keep pressing it tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just try to get some rest. And Des will move his pack. He'll move it like across the room.
Okay. All right, so you are going to attempt to get some semblance of rest, maybe if not sleep, at least gather yourself for the coming days' adventures. Nori, are you going to take a watch at this point?
Yep.
Okay.
Not sleeping.
No. As if you weren't already not sleeping.
Yep. Still not sleeping.
Yeah. Give me a perception check, Nori. Desmond, do you fall asleep or do you?
I think he'll try. Yeah. He'll try.
It's up to you
I'm
whether
sure
or not he
he's gonna
does.
30-20.
Very nice. You, your your watch, Nori, is sort of at that time when things begin to quiet down downstairs. The music is over, probably around the same time as the dagger incident, but there's still voices and a bit of revelry happening, sort of after show sort of vibe going on downstairs. But then it gets quiet, and you can hear that there are other guests in the inn portion of the Waterside Hostel and Tavern, and you can hear people walking sort of up and down the hallway outside the room. And at some point in the night, with your companions sleeping, you hear just the faint jostling of the door to your room, as if maybe someone is just sort of, maybe the door itself is moving, or it's not opening, but it's almost like the door vibrates for a second.
I go over and open it.
You just open it right up, and you see that there is this man. He's like, oh, wait a minute, is it my room? This is my room. What are you doing in my room?
Not your room. Not your room. And I say it loud enough that maybe others are stirring in the room. If they're light sleepers. Who are you?
Who are you? Why are you in my room?
Does this wake up Des by any chance?
Xanthi like rolls over and goes, "Don't sleep, stab."
This is not your room. We paid for this room.
What? Who's there?
Some guy.
My mistake.
Do I recognize the guy?
Do you get up and go over to the door?
Yeah, Des will get up.
Whoa, okay. It didn't mean any harm. Just made a little mix up on the room. Must be the... You don't recognize him. He's just some drunk.
Oh, yeah, wrong room.
Give me an insight check.
Horrible. 6.
I mean, he's just some drunk. Sorry for the bother.
Are we waking up? What's going on?
He wanders down to the next room, the next door, and he like tries to open the door, pulls on the door. Doesn't open. He goes down to the next door, and he just kind of wanders off.
He's just trying them all.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to wake you. I thought it was something.
I'm still sound asleep.
Quite the evening.
I'll be rested. I don't know about
You
the
guys
rest
are
of
kind of
Nope.
jumpy.
Well, I thought we were going to go out, and then we didn't go out, and so... You guys didn't go out without me, did you?
No, we
Oh.
didn't go out.
Okay.
There was just a drunk person at our door. He thought this was his room. It's nothing. I'll just go back to sleep.
Sure, or maybe he was a thief. And then she'll just roll over. Go back to sleep.
Nori will absentmindedly look over at Dez's bag that he put over in the corner. Weirder things have happened. Nothing. If it looks like it's there and everything's fine.
Is it
she
still
will-
there?
As far as I know, yeah. Yeah, Des
Nope.
hasn't moved it.
Yeah, it's still there. The
she'll
bag's there.
Yep.
Well, the guy never came into the room, right?
No.
Nope.
All right.
This is so much fun just watching you guys like bind yourselves up about this thing. It's great. I don't even have to say anything. All right, so
I'm going back to
Desmond,
sleep.
you get back to sleep. Nori, you finished out your watch. And as luck would have it, the rest of the night goes unimpeded. And you achieve a long rest, my friends. even though some of you might be a bit tired, mechanically you get a long rest. As you wake up the next morning, I wish I had a rooster. I should get a rooster sound effect, but I do not have one currently. But you, yes, you wake up and your day is rest. You are rested. You have a long rest. And this day you then decide that you're going to do what? You're going to head out.
All right, let's go find Lucille and see if she'll take us on so we can get a trip down the river. Otherwise, it's like days and days through the forest. We know how that's gonna go.
Mm-hmm. I had a pretty good night's sleep. You guys get any rest? Yeah, ready to tackle the day.
Des will just look over at Nori.
Nori's burning a hole in Dez's face with her eyeballs.
I feel like I missed something.
You guys get a bit of breakfast and coffee downstairs at the hostel. It costs you each a silver piece to get a pretty decent meal. And you head down to the docks district where you ask, you see Carson, by the way, already at it, shucking crabs and gutting fish and working. You see, as you sort of walk past him, you see this group of young boys, mainly, maybe a couple of girls, but they're all kind of ragamuffin sort of looking kids that kind of scatter as you approach, and they all sort of run off. How are you intending to track down Lucille? You just kind of ask around, maybe ask Carson, that kind of thing?
We have to talk to the fishmonger again.
I thought we'd go down to the docks and ask because.
Yeah, you're at the docks at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
While
That's
we're
kinda all
down
in
here, we
this
should
area.
go check out that McKinty's office, see what they got down there.
They won't let us just walk in now. Oh, you were kidding.
Xanthi's gonna look for a woman with bright red hair because that's what she was told.
Ah, yes. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Also, if you look over, Lachlan, towards the office, McKinty's office building, which is a small, maybe 10 by 10 square building right on the docks, off the ground, built onto the docks itself. There's already a lot of activity going on. And you can see McKinty sitting outside the office at his table where he does the transactions with people who are working. But you can see that there appear to be two of the sort of heavies that are standing kind of at almost as sentries near the front door to his office, keeping an eye on things. There's another one of these sort of rough looking characters that stands just behind McKinty, as McKinty is kind of this big guy that sits on a stool and is, making transactions with some of the workers who have come down to do some day labor. What'd you get, Xanthi? on your roll?
11.
11. You don't initially see anyone with bright red hair, but if you ask around, you do get someone tells you, yeah, down at the end of the docks, you'll find Lucille. She's just
Okay. Thank you.
she usually docks down at the end. So as you look down there, you can see that there's some activity, and there's a small barge.
All right, she'll go, okay, like guys, this way. She'll make her way down that way.
Yeah, as you go ahead.
No, I
Three?
said follow.
Okay. Yeah, as you head down there, you can see that there is indeed a fiery redhead riverboat pilot who is kind of giving some directions. There are these two men who are apparently working for her or with her that are moving cargo onto her barge, very similar to what you had been doing the day before. And as you get closer, you can see that these two individuals are actually appear to be twins. They look almost exactly alike. One of them has, as you get closer and you look at them, one of them has a little bit more beard stubble, and the other one has what appears to be like a lazy eye. But other than that, they look almost exactly alike. And they pay no mind to you as you walk up.
hello. I'm looking for Captain Lucille.
Well, you found her. What can I do for you all? She turns and she kind of turns and she pulls her cloak a little bit closer, and you can see she's definitely has some sort of a short sword underneath the cloak that she just kind of like covers up a little bit, and as she turns to you.
Oh, my friends and I were hoping to book a passage down the river. Someone recommended you?
To Twilight Falls?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of your business? And how much are you willing to pay?
We're going to visit a friend. And
That'll do.
I don't know how much does that cost.
All 5 of you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you take up space, and if you take up space, it's less cargo I can take. And
Well,
well,
us can earn our keep, though. I myself, I'm a sailor, so I don't mind being put to work if that helps smooth things over.
that certainly does help a bit. Let me see how much old McKinty has me hauling upriver, but
Bibbles here is a fantastic singer, so she could, entertain us while we work.
Mm-hmm.
I played with Gideon and the boys the other night. Sold
Of course
out.
you did. Mm-hmm. I'd say between the 5 of you, we'll be putting you to work, no doubt. All of you. I'd say 20 gold pieces should do it.
20 gold pieces for all of us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, we could do that.
When would you leave?
Well, we're just finishing up loading. We'll probably be out of here in roughly an hour or so.
Oh, Lucille, I gotta tell you, you picked a fine time to leave.
Well, the weather looks good, and it's best to leave early in the day. It's a bit of a trip. You sure you're up to it?
How long does it take to get there?
3 days if things go our way. It's a bit tricky the closer you get to the falls. Narrower, rockier,
Yeah,
shallower.
but you're an experienced captain, right?
I've been running this stretch of the river for years.
Yeah. Think it'll be safe enough in your hands?
Comes highly recommended.
Mm-hmm.
I don't guarantee anyone's safety. Just to be clear, you fall overboard, you're on your own.
Seems fine.
Not going to be risking our necks for yours.
I'm good at not staying overboard. I think this will work well, right? Or like we could leave today. Maybe. Des?
I mean, it is a little sooner than I thought we would be leaving.
What would it cost to get you to leave tomorrow morning instead?
Well, you'd have to talk to old Mr. McKinty. He's got us on a bit of a tight schedule.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Well, we work for him.
If you... Hypothetical question, Captain. If your boat were damaged and it would take about a day to repair, how much would it cost to keep you happy to stay here for an extra day?
Is this a shakedown? Is that what this is?
No, I'm just saying, let's say something happens that you have to spend an extra day here to fix the boat. We'd be willing to compensate you for that.
I think he's saying if the boat damaged, like if it were damaged, then like how much would that cost?
You want to delay the trip, is what you're saying.
For like 1 day.
Well, you'd have to talk to Mr. McKinty.
Oh, all right.
If you're looking to delay the trip, Are you threatening to damage my ship?
No, that's not what I'm doing. Look,
I think it was asking you to pay you to lie that it was damaged.
To lie to McKinty?
Yes, but apparently this is not a good idea.
I don't think so. Not a great idea, anyways.
All right.
They do run a tight operation here. And I do have a reputation to uphold. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, perhaps there was a bit of a delay. It would cost me, perhaps 150 gold.
you mind if I confer with my friends here for a moment?
Of course. Merle, Earl, get back to work.
Go off to the side. Look, Des, do you want to wait an extra day or not? Like, I don't think that. I don't think that waiting a few extra days to go and see this lady's gonna make that much of a difference. But I'm not the one who's got the situation. So, look, if you really feel strongly that you want to go and see this lady today, I'll put, whatever, 80 gold down.
Well, that's expensive, but Lachlan,
I don't know if it's worth.
We don't know how much it will cost if we go to that lady in the woods either. So spending almost all of our money, to delay the ship, we're gonna be, I don't know, we'd have enough money to pay anybody else to do anything about that.
We might be able to talk her down a little bit, but it is going to cost what it is going to cost. But like I said, I'm not the one who's afflicted, so.
I think it's pretty important we get this affliction figured out, don't you, Des?
Des will look at Nori.
It doesn't seem to be bothering him any, like, as long as he's not sleep stabbing anybody, right?
You're a real shit disturber, aren't you, Bibbles?
To be honest, there was a development last night. Let's just put it that way.
What was the development? That the guy wanted you to come and see him? Or was there another development on top of that development?
I was holding the dagger, looking at it, and some things happened. I was trying to figure out what was going on with it, and
what happened?
There was a lot of black smoke and arms
God.
choking sensation.
Why did you take the dagger out? I thought we had agreed that the dagger was going to the bottom of the bag and was staying there.
And you didn't even wake me up? You just let me sleep through? Like, what if I woke up and Des was dead?
I wouldn't have let that happen.
No, I think it was happening, then it stopped as soon as I put it away.
See?
Okay.
You leave it the fluck alone. You're good. Why do you keep going back to play with it? There was no reason. You were just, pissed off last night because you couldn't go out to the other thing?
I've been meaning to try and figure it out. There hasn't been much time to just sit with it.
But Des, there's no figuring out. It's bad.
What does it want?
There's no figuring out. There's no taking control of it. There's no fucking answering its mysteries. There's just terrible things happening because of it. And you literally have one option, and it's to leave it as far away from you as you can, hidden away until some point in time where we find someone that can help you get rid of it. This is not something you negotiate with. This is something that will kill you or take you over and make you do something you don't want to do. There's no back and forth. It's not the captain here who we're negotiating with. It's none of that. There's only one answer, bud. And that's to leave it where the fuck it is.
Right. Or I go see this witch in the woods that might be able to get rid of it for me.
Maybe, but yesterday you seemed to think that getting rid of the aging curse was more important than getting rid of that. So have you changed your
I
mind
never
on that?
said that. I said it was a hard decision.
Is it still a hard decision?
It's a lot less hard now. But I mean, I'm not scared of it. That's the thing. I'm not scared of it. I should be.
Yeah. Because you know
But
what? I am. And I'm not the one who's got it wrapping its fucking hands around my throat.
All right, we can't leave. We have to find this woman in the woods who is probably a witch and it's probably really dangerous, but we can't leave Des like this.
Mm-mm.
Seems to me that having the sword, having the dagger around is maybe more dangerous to everyone, including especially Des.
Seems
he
like it's
can't-
getting more like aggressive.
Yeah. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go back to
did-
the captain.
I didn't even really use it. I was just looking at it.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
No.
it needs to kill something.
Captain?
Should have gone to the docks last night.
Yeah. Well, do you make a decision then?
Yeah, we really need to stay behind and take care of something. I'll try to catch you in 3 days when you come back, or 6 days, whatever that's going to be.
I'll be back in 6 days.
Appreciate it, and I'll give her 5 gold. This is for your time and for listening to us earlier, and the hopes that you'll remember us fondly.
What about Geraldo?
I'll take your coin.
Well, we
I'm
can't
not
help,
sure about the fondness. And she pockets it and turns away.
we can't help anybody if you're murdered by a magic dagger, Des.
Come back to the group. All right, let's get going. Faster we get out there, faster we come back.
Okay.
Go team.
Shut up, Spug.
Stay close, Spug.
I will.
And no stopping at the leech guy.
Oh, that guy's the best. All right, so you guys have made a decision that you're going to pursue old Mona Blackwood out in the Glassfolk Marsh with the hopes of discovering a solution to Desmond's deplorable curse. I love it. All right. You guys made some good decisions tonight. I'm really impressed with you guys. Nicely done. I dangled some what I thought were tantalizing.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and you did
you
not
did.
go for it as badly as I wanted you to, and you wanted to, but you didn't. Hey, everybody who's been hanging out with us tonight, thank you so much for the cheering and the donations to the No Kid Hungry campaign that we're running. We're going to be running this campaign for the next 2 weeks. Tonight is just the kickoff. So we're already well on our way towards our goal. And we've got an awesome team of people doing it. Not only the folks that you see on the screen here tonight, but also the community at large at Guild Superior. If you want to be part of that community, I encourage you to hop on over to our Discord and get involved. The community of Phoenix Wacky, the community of the Wanderers Haven, we have all come together for a singular purpose, and that is to fight childhood hunger, because it sucks that kids are hungry in this day and age. It just doesn't make any sense. And we can make a difference as a community, even a little bit. If you can donate just a slight amount, you will be able to change a child's life for the better. And so that's why we're here. That's what we're doing. This is the kind of thing that gets me really fired up. And I know our whole team at Guild Superior, the team at Phoenix Wacky, and the Wanderers Haven are all on board with this vision. So thank you for being part of this. Check us out on Twitter to sort of get updates on where we're at. But if you want to be part of what we're doing, either reach out, help spread the word, or make a donation. And I also want to make sure that I'm mentioning that we have a giveaway from our sponsors at CZRPG Publishing, who have been our sponsors for a long time, and they are 100% behind this awesome awesome charity event too. So exclamation mark drawing to get in on the action. We're going to go ahead and draw a winner here in just a minute. Before we do that, I'd love to go around the table here and have this awesome group of players who are the best at making decisions to introduce themselves one last time before we say goodnight. And if you have anything that you want to plug that's coming up, please do. And then I will in turn look for someone to raid into. So let's start out with Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter, and I will be in the charity game on Saturday playing a Hobbit. So come on down, check it out. I think I'm in the second game, so there's like it's almost like a Hobbit relay game. So we've got like cast 1, and then we have the same characters with different people playing them for cast 2. So come on by. We're playing games all day Saturday. And that's it. That's what I got going on. Otherwise, come back. See me on Tuesday.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Let's jump over to Bleak Season.
Yeah, the Bleak Season on the social networks. I will be here tomorrow doing Vaesen, jamming Vaesen. We'll be, of course, hoping to get some more donations for the charity. And on Thursday with my main Desmond Adelard here at the controls, Andy, I'll be doing Shade Song and jamming one of these games on Saturdays, one of the Lord of the Rings 5e games on Saturday. And then the usual stuff that we got going on next Tuesday, back to the Greyhawk action. And hopefully we'll see some more of you guys come and hang out with us and help us out with this fundraising thing. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate you all.
Thank you, Bleak. Let's jump over to Andy.
Hey everybody, my name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D, here on Twitch and on our Discord and Twitter and a bunch of other places. You can find me here on Tuesday nights playing Desmond, super cursed guy, having fun with it. I'll also be helping out with Shade Song on Thursday night, and I'll be also playing Saturday morning game, our Lord of the Rings game on Saturday morning.
Heck yeah.
Fun. Come check it out.
Fellow hobbits.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, Shelly.
Hey guys, I'm Shelly. Flea Monkey in the chats, Real Flea Monkey on Twitter. You can find me tomorrow at Ty Thalanos channel playing Pathfinder, and then part 4 of Shade Song on Thursday. Back here on Tuesday.
Yay. And
that's it. That's all I got.
That's it. Thank you so much, Shelly. Great to have you. Of course, everybody knows me. I'm Dave. I play games, run games, produce games here on Guild Superior. Chief instigator of all things charity-wise here, and super excited that folks are involved with this, and it's so much fun. This is our 3rd year doing it, and I'm really excited that we've got awesome collaborators on this project. Before we jump into our raid, which we're going to do in just 1 second, so hang on and help us spread the love here, I want to do the giveaway. So we're going to give away the Amazing Encounters and Places from CZRPG. And in order to do so, if you wouldn't mind, Ashley, the 5-second traditional countdown that you always give, it's the best. Let's do it.
Oh, I went to college for counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Here we go. MA10M0. If you're still here, you are the winner. Please let me know if you're still here. Give us a little shout out in chat. Andy, if you don't mind pinging, that'd be awesome. We'll see if they are still here. MA10M0, are you here? All right, I don't know if they're here or not. You do have to be here to win, so let's try this again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T-Cat, I know you're here. Congratulations, T-Cat. You have won the giveaway. Well done. Well done. All right, so we're going to go ahead and raid into our friends and collaborators over at Wanderer's Haven. Please give them some good old-fashioned Guild Superior love. They are also on board with our efforts to raise funds for the No Kid Hungry campaign. So let's get over there. Let's give them some love. Let's cheer them on. And yeah, keep doing good things in the world, you guys. It does make a difference. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.